And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill today, Nolan Ryan. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Nasty pitch right there. And the count 1-1. Fastball is outside. That missed by a lot. Counts full, 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Why to kick the pitch? Base knock center field. Around first, heading for 2.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Jackie Robinson. 4 for 12 in the series so far.
Ball one, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Trying to move him over here. Suarez. They get the out on Robinson. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. At the very bottom, hitting 9th, Will Smith.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Babe Ruth stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
One out and a runner at second here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that one missing low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That's in there. And the count now even up. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 away.
Well, that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Aaron Judge now at the plate.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates over the last 10 games.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It bangs off the wall. And the Dodgers score first. It's 1-0. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Well struck, right field. Out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Freddie Freeman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
That's a ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yusei Kikuchi.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam, so we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Alan Trammell, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And it's 1-1. High fly ball out into left center field. He's there. He's got it. 1 down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. And it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, bases empty. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, puts it away for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 down, bases empty. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one in the dirt, and that's ball one. Suarez smashed a couple of homers in his last game. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. On to the second inning here in the desert. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
That's right.
0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes...
Dives back, and he's out.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Out to short, Trammell. And Hernandez is out.
Well, there we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith to the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That one not close. And 1-1. There's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And he can't come up with it.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's the charter member of MLB's 50-50 club, Shohei Ohtani at the plate.
Yeah, such a memorable night when Ohtani officially reached 50-50. He was playing in Miami and just happened to go 6 for 6 with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases.
His 2024 was so impressive. There was a brief moment when people wondered, could he reach 60-60? Just wild. Next pitch misses way outside. There's a strike. And a curve is down and in. Smith off of first with 2 away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the Dodgers leave one, but they lead at 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. Kikuchi back to work. Marte in his 10th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Kikuchi winds and deals outside, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And they'll do it again.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Not a good.
So man aboard, and now it's Josh Naylor. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off. He was late. And that one popped in the air, left field. Ruth makes the grab, one down. This is Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Now 1-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch,
they got it for out number 2.
that was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Randall Grichuk now with just 1 hit in 9 at-bats so far in this series. Ball 1 there. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Next offering is fouled back. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Judge hustles it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Well, they found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And there's a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hit in the air, center field. And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackie Robinson. And first offering is fouled off.
been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
In the air out towards right center. Carroll hustling after it. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here is Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. His 13th home run of the season, and they add a pair. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Swings through that.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
That's inside.
This one popped up. And there's 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Edman stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpen. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Nolan Ryan gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
There's Freddie Freeman now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Move to second, and they got him.
It's so rare that the pitcher is able to be that quick and make an accurate throw to second base. It's just not a normal thing for him to do, but does a really nice job there of getting it to that middle infielder and the tag being put on the runner. Nice pickoff right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Jordan Montgomery up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Around first, digging for two. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. And that's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. That's a hit. Here comes Freddie around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
And it's fouled away. Kim on at second with 2 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Off the mark there. Ball 3. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. They limit the damage here. So they get 3. And we're back. And now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
In there at the knees. And the count 1-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
There's the strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at-bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now a chance for Alan Trammell. Swinging a ground ball. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And now, Jake McCarthy. 0 for 1 so far.
McCarthy.
One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Oh, and this one gets away. Runner stays put at third. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's 0 for 1. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man at second. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Judge sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
So man aboard. Here's Ketel Marte. Up the middle, Edman. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Oh, great stop to first, and they get the out. So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
This to third, Suarez. To first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So up next, Jackie Robinson, 1 for 2. That misses the zone, 1-0. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grichuk brings it in for the third out. Back here in the desert, here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
0-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one to first. Freeman takes it himself.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball 1, no strikes. just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 2-1. Hard hit, but right at him and left. Diamondbacks down quickly. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Rodriguez back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And Judge spoils that one. That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Toss to Naylor. Judge out on the play.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Tommy Edman at the plate. There's a strike. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2016. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for LA, Freddie Freeman. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a hit. Here comes Edman around 3rd. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 7-1.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second, not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
Runner at first with 2 away. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Just missed.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
On the ground, right side. Edman slings the first. 1 up, 1 down.
I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Doubled in his first AB. That one ripped right center field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Alan Trammell stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Moreno, the runner at third. Trammell over at first with one away. Now one's missed. On the ground to first. Could be two. Freeman over to second. Back to first for two, and that'll do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Diamondbacks 1. Top 6. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Joe Mantiply appears to be getting loose. Thompson also getting ready. And it's caught for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that drops in for a strike. That's in there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Eduardo Rodriguez won't go
Now
Jordan Montgomery gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. One down, base is empty.
That's ball 2.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Jackie Robinson. 1 for 3. Center field. Grichuk sizing it up. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. Back here at Chase Field, now it's going to be Eugenio Suarez. First offering, and it just misses. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's down and in. A slider missed. The D-backs with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Naylor at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. And now the count is even. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that's a 2-out double.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Smash to the left side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. It's still an 8-1 ball game. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least 1 nasty pitch.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual. Look.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Number 7, Chris Taylor.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. One, two now. Judge rips that one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tommy.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Hit on the ground to short, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Diamondbacks 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, Fred.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tony Gonsolin.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Gonsolin fires. That one a little bit high. 2-0. Now this is in the air down the line. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Gurriel in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And there's a hit. And that's going to get into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Gabriel Moreno digs in now.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Gurriel, the base runner at first with one out. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Back-to-back base hits. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Alan Trammell, the next to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Freeman. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Thompson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Lifted in the air, out to left. Gurriel on the run. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Hernandez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Joe Mantiply up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. The next offering misses. 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 strikes.
One, 2 now. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Foul ball. Thompson, 32 years old, A former first-round pick back in 2018. That one misses, and 1-1. Thompson with a move to first. In the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance, and that is that. One left for LA, but they lead at 8-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Gonsolin back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one hammered. That's back. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're chipping away.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck. That it stays fair long enough.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 86.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now, Josh Naylor. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that is out of play. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in for the out. So digging in, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike one. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out to left field. He's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randall.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Randall Grichuk. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And that one's a little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. This to third. On to first. They get the out on Robinson.
Up next for the Dodgers, the left fielder,
Chris Taylor now. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there are 2 outs.
the center fielder, number 99, Aaron.
2 down, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Judge waits. Rip to third. Sends it across to first. Judge out on the play. And the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Last chance for the home team. So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. It's 0-1. And a foul ball. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The catcher, number 14, Gabriel.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
When a leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one gone. He's 2 outs away, and the batter will be the shortstop, Alan Trammell. And that's downstairs and outside. Munoz, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, swing and a drive deep right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
2 on, 1 out. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Jake McCarthy.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Second and third, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fouled off to the right. Munoz. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The 1-1. Fought off foul. Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two on, 1 out. And he grounds one to the right side. Edman there for the out. Runner scores from third.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And first offering is fouled off. Trammell on third with 2 out. They're down to their final strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.